Used to watch from the side, now I'm just playing for keeps. Feel like a Patty Mahomes, race round the table of cheese. I want $1 million in cash, need me 10 million a week. Can I be less than a star? So I'm in the bay trying to tweet. Homies are screaming out, underlay, 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 go, go, underlay, 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 go, go.
Yo, what's cracking, everybody? It's your boy King Sprint. I figured why not do an updated version of this older video I did, but you know, 2024 edition. I'm gonna be talking about CAC, SSCAC, CAC races, their stats, and you know, the height and weight. I figured it's better to do this now because I did it a while back, and when I did it a while back, looking at it now, I don't like how it came out, so that's why I'm doing this version. Alright, so Majins, they specialize in high defense, but in exchange for that, their stamina regen is on the slower side. Yet, they do get defensive buffs, well, a defensive buff, whenever their stamina is filled completely. Alright, so unlike female Majins, male Majins overall have higher health, and depending on how much stamina they have is, you know, the damage they will take. So the higher the stamina, the more they're basically like a solid wall that's hard to break. And when they have low stamina, they become a glass cannon, let's just say that. Female Majins, on the other hand, if you break their stamina, unlike the male ones, they don't become a glass cannon, but they do get their stamina back a lot quicker because the duration is, you know, a lot shorter. For Saiyans, yeah, they basically have low health, but in exchange, they do get, you know, higher basic attack, so there is that. Or high attack power, however you want to phrase it. Another thing is, when they have low health, their attack power increases. Not to mention, after being revived, aka, you know, their Zenkai boost, they get, you know, all their stats increased. Alright, so for male Saiyans, their specialty is more, you know, stronger basic attacks than the female Saiyans. Not to mention, their buffs, when it comes to the duration, it's longer than the female Saiyans. In exchange, their super moves / ultimates aren't as strong as the female Saiyans. And when it comes to their Z assist, the female Saiyans get it back at a more consistent rate than male Saiyans. Plus, overall, their ki and stamina recovery is also better than the male Saiyans in exchange for the fact that they have low health. Well, lower health than a male Saiyan, which is, you know, already low health for a Saiyan in general, but you know what I mean. Unlike Majins and Saiyans, which specialize in one specific area, Earthlings, I was about to say male Earthlings, but Earthlings overall, their stats are a little more evenly split between offense and defense, not to mention their ki auto regens, which means you don't really need a charge, but you can put one on. Another thing is when their ki is fully filled, aka maxed, then they do get an increase in attack. Male Earthlings are more strike oriented, which means when it comes to their strike supers and, you know, strike alts, is going to be stronger in comparison than the female Earthlings. Female Earthlings are more ki blast oriented, which means they're going to have better ki blast supers and alts in comparison to the males. Namekians, they excel at having high health, not to mention their stamina does regen quickly. In exchange, their attack power is, you know, low, and items are a lot more useful for them in comparison to other races. Keep in mind though, when a Namekian is low, in particular, I'm referring to health, they will start regaining that back. Not all of it, but, you know, the whatever, say they're in the orange, they'll get that back, but it will stay in that 1 bar range. Alright, so Frieza race, just like Saiyans, have low health, yet they are speed demons, so their movements are going to be a lot more quicker than any other race. So as their health decreases, their movements get, well, faster. Not to mention, whenever they're attacking, they do get stamina back. Alright, so when it comes to height, that affects how much health you have and your speed. So the taller you make your guy, the more health he will have, but he'll be slower. Just as if you were to make your guy smaller, he would have less health, but he would also be, you know, faster. Weight is different in this case. It's more focused on, you know, ki blast, basic attack, and strike. So say if you were to have, you know, 1 as your weight, you would be more focused on ki blast, but you wouldn't do as much damage when it comes to basic attack and strike. Now, if you're in the middle, then I guess it's more balanced. While if you were to pick 3, you would be more focused on basic attack and strike, and then, you know, you would be less focused on ki blast, for example. So hopefully this video was more helpful than when I did it the first time. If it was, can you do me a favor, like the video, comment down below what you guys thought of it, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and get alerted for whenever I drop new content. I will catch you guys later. Peace, everyone.
Sauced up. People hit my line because I bossed up. My shorty, she a demon, you'll get tossed up. My homies need a reason, please don't cross us. Please don't. You are up and we don't need those. My first year in the league, I feel like D-Rose. MVP, I put the city all on top of my shoulders. If a nigga died today, they probably treat me like Sosa. I don't like goofy niggas tripping out they psyche.